What up, guys? Surprise stream. Surprise late night stream. Because there's something I want to watch. There's content I want to watch on the internet. And if I'm going to watch content on the internet anyway, I may as well do it with friends and complain or not. And of course, I decided I wanted to do this stream like after I like wiped off obviously I still have eye makeup on, but I went like this with my hand. I was like half of my eye makeup came off, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to stream right after you've wiped off all your eye makeup. Whatever. It's 10:30 at night. How's everyone doing? I'm just giving people a minute to get into the stream. Because I didn't announce I was doing this anywhere or anything. Bot's here. Really, that's all that matters. Rottweiler's here. Danny's here. Hello, hello. Let us know if you are in the chat. Got quite a few people watching on Twitter right now. That's pretty great, actually. Hey, Twitter. Or X, I'm sorry, the platform formerly known as Twitter. It's not actually that cold in New Hampshire. I mean, it's definitely like sweater weather. Obviously, like I'm wearing a sweater that's like 8 sizes too big for me. I think maybe it's like 3 sizes too big for me. Whatever. Alex Stein. I actually really like Alex Stein. I think Alex Stein is funny. Alex Stein is a comedian in the style of my favorite comedian, the icon, Andy Kaufman. If you don't know who Andy Kaufman is or never saw Andy Kaufman's comedy from the 80s, it is like top notch. It's the best. And I know that Alex Stein really kind of like models himself after Andy Kaufman, which I appreciate because I think that that's great. But he's on the Blaze, and Alex Stein got famous because he was going to like all of these like town council and select board meetings and just giving these really disruptive public statements and then filming them and putting them on the internet. And that was really funny. And then he called AOC a big booty Latina, his favorite big booty Latina, on like the Capitol steps. And she thought like he was a fan. And then and then that turned out not to work out for her. He's like trolled AOC epically on Twitter. And that's hilarious. He trolled that basketball player that got not elected. He trolled that basketball player that got arrested. Jesus Christ. Arrested in Russia. That woman basketball player. It kind of looks like a man, but it's definitely not a man. It's definitely a woman. And so he trolled her at the airport to the point where like she had to get she got permission to like fly separately from the rest of the team because Alex Stein trolled her at the airport. Anyway, he's hilarious, and he has a show on the Blaze. And today, apparently, Bryson Gray, who is one of my least favorite people on all the internet, and I have a lot of not favorite people on the internet, but Bryson Gray is definitely at the top of the list. That guy's an asshole. And he debated Josie, the redheaded libertarian, over that stupid GD calendar. This is one of the stupidest things that has ever happened in the history of professional politics. An entire movement has torn itself apart over a calendar where everyone was fully clothed and that no one had to buy. Like, you're not obligated to buy a goddamn calendar, man. I don't know, like, it's really, like, of all the things to complain about on the internet, it's a beer company that made a beer calendar with appropriately dressed women. There are women who wear more offensive things on Fox News every goddamn day. And I didn't really comment on this when it happened because I was on vacation and I was like, this is even too stupid for me. Like, I can't, no. I've seen the conservative movement do some stupid things in my day. I have seen them sabotage anti-critical race theory legislation. I've seen them cancel person after person after person on their own goddamn side. I saw them successfully remove Kevin McCarthy only to replace him with someone that isn't better than Kevin McCarthy. Like, I have seen them can't tell women to get the F out of their movement and not vote for them. Tell libertarians to get the F out of their movement and not vote for them. It's like every single opportunity that conservatives have had this year, last year, the last several years, to gain votes and gain favor, they have squandered every single one of them, and they've actually made their movement smaller. And by some miracle, while this is all happening, they've convinced themselves that they're winning, and they've convinced themselves that everyone's going to vote for them in November, just like they did in 2023. Oh, that didn't work out. Just like they did in 2022. Oh, that didn't work out either. But conservatives are convinced it's definitely going to work out this time. Definitely nothing could go wrong when you have literally told people, get the fuck out of our movement and don't vote for us. But this calendar bullshit, it like takes the cake. Like let me know, what do you guys think about the calendar stuff in the chat? Because like, and I'm not going to go find the images. You can find the goddamn images. But there was like a 2-week long argument, and it's still going on today, over women wearing like appropriate clothes, but like doing kind of like a little bit of a sexy pinup thing. But you couldn't even call most of these pictures pinup. It was like classy pinup. It wasn't like a pinup like you would get tattooed on you or something if you were getting like an old school tattoo. They were fully clothed, significantly more coverage than any bathing suit. Almost all of them had more coverage than your average Fox News anchor. And yet there has been a 2-week long thing where people are quitting the conservative movement. Alliances have been dashed. Everyone is attacking everyone else over a fucking calendar. And so I stayed out of it, and I wasn't really commenting on it because I don't care. I don't care. Like, if conservatives want to sabotage every election for the rest of their lives, they are doing just like a superb goddamn job. But I do appreciate Alex Stein, and I do think Bryson Gray is an asshole, and I want to comment on him. And I don't really have an opinion about Josie, if I'm honest. I don't feel either way about Josie. I feel like Josie panders to an audience. I don't feel like I'm not going to say grifter, because I do believe that Josie believes the things she says, but it's just that it's too pandery for me. And that's the best way I can describe it. It's just like there's just some like, it's contrived, it's inauthentic, and maybe I'm wrong, and I'm sure she's a lovely, lovely lady. I am. But like, I just, there's like a warning light that goes off every time I'm around someone inauthentic in the conservative political Twitter sphere, where I'm like, nope, bad. Like, I wasn't good at detecting this stuff when I first got thrown into this, but I've gotten very good at it. And I've been right almost every, when my instinct is going no, no, no. Anyway, it always turns out to be right at some point. Yeah, like I said, I don't dislike Josie. I'm just, something screams inauthentic to me about her, and not everyone's meant to be best friends, and that's just the way it goes, you know? Not everyone is meant to be best friends. Yes, a Nitwits episode, John. Unexpected. I told Victor like 2 hours ago, I was like, I'm going to bed, because I was really tired earlier. And I was sitting up here and I was working. And then I saw this debate, and I was like, Victor, I'm going to do a stream. And he's like, I thought you were going to bed. I'm like, nope, change of plans. All right. So before, I know, a socialist called me a fascist because I was promoting capitalism on my Twitter. I replied to Elon Musk today on a tweet, and it's gotten like so many views, and that's actually cool. I basically said, I said, what did I say? That DEI wasn't about race. It was about destabilizing the system and attacking capitalism and ushering in a Marxist utopia. And a lot of people agreed, and that was pretty great, but some socialists replied to it as well. Anyway, so we're going to be watching a debate with Bryson Gray and Josie on Alex Stein's show. And we're going to watch that. And it's only an hour long. This is the other reason I was just like, just fucking stream. Get out of the way. But before we do that, I want to remind everyone to head over to the Unwoke art store, because I got some cool stuff that I launched today. I was convinced by my community that I needed to do a Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse whiteness means capitalism design, because the very first version of Mickey Mouse has entered the public domain. And so now everyone can use this image to do whatever they want with it, and they can use this likeness. And there are already Mickey Mouse movies coming out about them being serial killers, which actually kind of could be real. It could either be really good or bad. We'll see. But I decided to make one that says whiteness means capitalism. This is going to be a limited edition design in my store. You can get it on t-shirts, hoodies, bags, all sorts of stuff. You can check it out. But this is only going to be around for 1 month. And I'm taking it out of the store because we're going to be doing a lot of limited edition designs this year. And so isn't that what that evil bitch Carrie Smith uses as her opening cartoon? I wouldn't know. I haven't watched her whatever she's doing for a while, but I'll take your word for it. I wonder how the good Christian Carrie is doing. Maybe we should do a Nitwits episode about the good Christian Carrie to see just how Christian she's become. Now, see what's going to happen, Lars, because you baited me, is someone's going to clip what just happened out of context. It's going to go on Twitter, and before this stream is even done, there's going to be a tweet saying, Carly did a whole episode about Carrie where she called her a bitch. So thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Anyway, you can get this this shirt and this design for 1 month only in the Unwoke art store. So head over there, check it out. I think it looks pretty cool. I even made a zip-up hoodie that's like, I have never actually sold one of these in the store before, but I made one for myself for PorkFest last year. You guys see me wearing it on stream sometime. And on the front, it's got the Unwoke art logo, like on the side of the zipper, which I think looks cool. And then on the back, it has the giant whiteness means capitalism design, so you can get a cool hoodie and like be a walking billboard spreading the gospel of whiteness means capitalism. So that's cool. I've also got these awesome Plague Doctor shirts that I put up in the store. I've got 2 different Plague Doctors right now. This one's going to be a signature item in the store, so it's always going to be in the store. It's not a limited edition. This might be an anti-hero shirt with the badass brass Plague Doctor that you can find. It's on all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, I have my newest project, which is going to be the Unwoke Wiki, where I'm going to be putting all of my resources and links and documenting all of these people that we watch and all this stuff. And every single month for the Unwoke Wiki, we're going to do a unique design. This is the first design for January 2024. And then on the back, it says, the socialist revolution is real. See all the documents and primary source evidence here. You can get the Plague Doctor designs right now this week only for 24% off to celebrate 2024, and lots of other cool stuff as well if you want to head over to the store and check it out. I know a lot of you just did Christmas, and I want to thank everyone I had a really great month of December with the merch store. So thank you to everyone who bought stuff. If you ever buy something from my store, please post it on Twitter, tag me in it. I want to see photos, and I appreciate it. Rottweiler says, we're all for freedom of expression until you hurt our sensibilities, Conservative Inc. And they wonder why they laugh at them like in the 90s. Oh, God, they've turned into 90s conservatives again. It's awful. It really, 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 really is. It's awful that I cannot believe, there was so much potential for conservatives in 2020. It was right there. They understood free speech. They were saying, we're a big tent. We don't need to agree on everything, but we just need to agree that the left sucks. And then right after Joe Biden took office, everyone was like, let's do a massive circular firing squad. Oh my word, clutching my pearls. I saw an uncovered shoulder, Carlin. What's next, a bare ankle? I mean, I know. The Groypers, when they came and disrupted my Socialism Saturday stream, I had a much more salacious shirt. I think it was like more down my arm like that, maybe even more. And they were acting like, oh. I was like, oh my word, a bare shoulder. How dare you? And you aren't even wearing a bra. Oh no. Clutching my pearls. Yes. The pearl clutching is real. Anyway, so that's my merch store. If you want to check it out, I do appreciate it. All the stuff goes to support the work I'm doing. But you have to see knees, Sin. Oh my, Sin, you dirty, dirty, dirty girl. My goodness. Anyway, guys, let's get started with the debate. Hope you're all having a good night. Please mount the like button for me if you would be so kind. Oh God. Can someone please pray a rosary or something? Can someone pray a rosary, please? All right, let's do that. Why did it stop?
Yeah. What you wish, bitch? What you want? My wish is for you to do your damn job. It's all my time. It's all in line. We want to keep it up.
Yeah, this was actually, I heard about this. Someone posted a clip on Twitter of like Alex Stein almost saying something nice about Nick Fuentes and like his producer like interrupting him or something and not allowing him to say something nice about Nick Fuentes. Like, come on, man. That's just ethically dishonest. Oh God, the Groypers and I were not on the same team in this particular scenario. Just because I've come to think that the conservatives have massively screwed over Nick Fuentes, do not think that I agree with Nick Fuentes and his band of merry men on everything, because I do not. And really, the Groypers dying on the hill of like of going after a fucking calendar. You're trying to build a political movement, man. And you're going to waste time on that shit? You think that's going to rally people? It's like it really is like conservatives don't understand that in order to build a political movement and in order to win elections, you need to get people to vote for you. Like, that's the only way this is going to work. And if we're honest about it, and I promise I'll start complaining during the show after I say this, I have been to CPAC twice. There are a lot of conservatives at CPAC that are there to drink, do cocaine, and either have extramarital affairs or sleep with hookers. Like, that is the purpose of going to CPAC for not an insignificant number of people who go to CPAC. And I say that because if you can't even get your own side to give up their hookers and blow, then do you really think that saying that women can't wear skirts above the knees and they can't work outside the home and all of that stuff, like, do you really think that that's going to be attractive to a significant portion of the population if your own movement is more interested in hookers and blow at their own conference than they are in actually going to the conference? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. You can kind of excuse the Groypers though. They're young. They're young. They lack wisdom. Nick might be smart in a great many areas, but that doesn't mean he has wisdom because he's 25 years old. So no, I'm not on their team on this one. I disavow. Anyway.
But my number one wish is you showing up in your head. Coming at your ass like a toothpick. Sticking in your mouth. Get up from the south. Big GD with a little dick. I'm up first.
All right, I don't want to listen to this song.
I love y'all. Peace.
Oh my gosh, Professor Tem. Everyone congratulate Professor Tem on the arrival of the baby. Yeah, you picked an interesting time. You did. You did. It's probably for the best, though. Welcome back.
Why would I make time for you lames?
at all costs. Cause I'm a boss. I'll break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and tonight we have a spicy enchilada for you this evening. We have on Bryson Gray and Josie, the Redheaded Libertarian, on to come and debate, even though they're not going to be on at the same time so far as the show is set, as it is at this moment. We're going to have them on separately, but hopefully, maybe, potentially, Josie might want to speak to Bryson because really, let's be honest, guys, there's serious issues. People are getting locked up for January 6th. Inflation is so bad. The border crisis is terrible. The drug problems that are just plaguing young kids is absolutely insane right now. Our world is actually, it's crumbling. The world is crumbling in front of us. Yet conservatives like myself and Jimmy, especially Jimmy, we love to get distracted by bull crap that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
We love to get mad at girls because they show a little too much cleavage. But guess what? Hey, I love cleavage. I want more cleavage. Okay. So, all of this, holier than thou attitude, I think it's really causing us to cannibalize one another.
Yeah.
Tonight, what I would like to do is I'd like to mend the fences.
Alex Stein,
and try
voice
to
of reason.
The issues of
stage of the internet.
So will that happen? I don't know. I'm a pimp on a blimp. I can do a lot, but I can only do so much. But before we get into all of that, Jimmy, the worst producer in Blaze TV history, voted on by a lot of other employees here, and myself are flying. I'm flying coach. Jimmy somehow is flying first class.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Shut the hell up, Jimmy. Shut up. I'm pissed about this. To Des Moines, Iowa this evening to go and hang out with our best friend, our favorite 9/11 truther, the one, the only, Vivek Ramaswamy. And we're going to go on his campaign trail through Iowa, and we're going to talk to the people. We're going to talk to Vivek, and we're going to get our finger on the pulse of the Iowa 2024 Republican Presidential Caucus. And I know, Jimmy, you love big caucus, right?
I love them big. Big caucuses make me smile.
You want a lot of caucus right in your mouth, right? You want to eat a little caucus?
Oh, big caucuses, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Just a big old hard caucus.
Yeah, big caucuses make me happy.
Well, you guys are going to get your wish. Jimmy's going to get his wish.
Not
He's
overrated. First class is awesome. His entire life.
When he is on the tour bus
Stop spreading lies, Grey Wolf.
And honestly, this is what I'm really mad about. We have a little teaser of that. But today, Jimmy and I are going over bits. What am I going to do? What are we going to do with Vivek? We already asked him about 9/11, and that went super viral. They played it on MSNBC. They played it on CNN. They played it on Fox News. They played it everywhere. And I'm thinking, what can I do? I'm the pimp on a blimp. How am I going to get people to look at my blimp? I said, Jimmy, let's buy some fart spray and let's pretend to break the toilet on Vivek's tour bus. And what did you say to that idea, Jimmy?
I said, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Dude, do you want to stay on his good side or not?
Ask the chat right now. Should we put this? I want to poll in the chat. Should I do a poo-poo prank?
No.
In Vivek's bus? So put that. Poo-poo prank in Vivek's bus.
Oh
yes or no? That's all I want.
Okay, I'm going to poo-poo this idea because I'm your producer and I have to be the bad guy to save you from yourself. So
Jimmy, that would be hilarious. Imagine Vivek's puking and I walk out of there in my pants. I'll have toilet paper stuck to my shoe and I'll be walking kind of funny like I just let off a huge log.
I hate jokes about bodily things so much.
For the bus smelling like poop. Have you ever used a poop spray?
About this sort? I cannot stand.
I have
cringing so hard right now.
I don't think so.
It's very powerful. I use it all the time. Okay. I use it on a lot of my enemies.
I know that men like this sort of thing, but it's just really cringe.
Sun Tzu's Art of War style stuff. A little fake poop has never hurt anybody in the history of fake poop products. Honestly, on the bottle, it gives you a guarantee. It says, this is going to make it stink. You can take that to the bank. It says that on the bottle.
Oh, that's pretty good marketing.
So what is have you put the chat? Have you put a poll in
the
chat?
Yeah, we put it in the chat. There's already been 134 votes. It's a lot. People are very passionate about this idea.
It's actually 55-45. I thought you guys would be more pro poo-poo, but
I think they care about this show because they knew that would be the last show if you pooped or fake pooped in front of Vivek Ramaswamy.
It would be fake poop. It wouldn't be human poop.
All right. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We could write
letters on the wall.
No.
I think that Blaze TV host Alex Stein on the bus.
No. No.
So
Okay, you
Are
know
you
what?
coming
Your
up with
goes anywhere.
9?
No.
Swami, run that tape.
Okay.
Now we come to January 6th. The reality is we know that there were federal law enforcement agents in that
Yep.
field. We don't know how many.
We know they were there.
I'm going to go ahead and interrupt you here because
Because
you're
I know
saying
this
that there
establishment
were,
doesn't approve of this
you're
message.
saying
I know
that there
this.
were
Ooh,
Nikki, I don't
Vivek's not
have
going to be
a
in the
woman
next debate, and I'm not watching
You
because
have
of
a
it.
corruption
I don't want to see Nikki
Oh,
Haley
boom
debate Ron
roast.
DeSantis.
Nikki is corrupt. This is a woman who will send your kids to die.
9/11 inside job or exactly how the government tells us?
I don't believe the government has told us the truth. Again,
Oh,
I'm driven by evidence and data.
suck
What I've seen
it,
in the last several
establishment.
years is we have to be skeptical of what the government does tell us.
Alex Stein
I
is
haven't seen
adorable.
evidence
Come on.
contrary, but do I believe everything the government told us about it? Absolutely not.
Prime time and Vivek Ramaswamy tomorrow night, and Jimmy's going to be there, so you know we're going to mess it up. Something's going to mess up.
Mhm.
We're bringing a live view camera. Jimmy, do you even know how to work a camera?
I do not, but I can figure it out. I went to Princeton.
And they taught you how to work a camera at Princeton,
No,
right?
they did not.
Okay, yeah. So you're screwed, and you're going to mess up. And when you do mess up, I'm going to leave you on the side of the road in Iowa in the freezing cold with nothing but your little, what do you like to wear? Fudgy bugglers? What are they called?
Budgie smugglers.
Your
I love
budgie
those.
smugglers. Yes, you're going to be in your budgie smugglers
Okay.
in 31 degrees in Iowa, crying, hoping that Nikki Haley picks your bitch ass up and gives you a pair of her panties to warm your little crotch and a wiener up. How does that sound?
I mean, there's a lot of things you said there. So let's start with the Nikki Haley crotch
Okay.
panties.
I'm sorry. We
you
need
would
to
like
fast
that
forward to
because
go to
you're
the
gonna have
debate. I don't care about any of this. I'm sorry. I don't
Asians
care.
Class? Better than their lifestyle, actually, for some of them.
I just want to go to the debate.
Uh,
That's all I care
Even
about.
cigarettes.
No
Oh my
commercials.
God, we
love us.
love you, liver health formula. My liver would be so bad. It would be. I was just experiment liver health
Sponsor.
formula. I was worried the cartel was going to kidnap me the
Oh,
whole
for fuck's
Gosh.
sake.
Oh, dude, we're not having Darius is done with glory holes, dude. He already has really bad syphilis. That's why he's out this evening. All right. So, Jimmy, is our guest ready or are we playing
Thank
demonic or not demonic?
Well, we are playing that game with our guest.
Oh, perfecto. Well, guys, now you know our next guest. He's a badass. Love the guy. I think you would say that he's a Christian first, a rapper second. Him and I have a hit song called Drag Queens, calling out the drag queen agenda on young kids. This guy's a personal friend of mine. Is he controversial? Yeah, a little bit, but that's why we like him.
Pop quiz for people who are far smarter than Bryson Gray. What is the purpose of Drag Queen Story Hour? Why is the left doing drag queens in libraries reading books to kids? What is the express purpose? I know you weren't expecting to get a quiz. This is supposed to be a more fun stream, but you always gotta be prepared, man. It's a pop quiz. That's what a pop quiz is. Let's see who's smarter than Bryson Gray. I want a very specific answer. Yup, Prometheus, that gender is play. There's a different word for that. It does have to do with the family. Okay, no, I'm not going to accept the destruction of the nuclear family because that's not the right answer. That's the outcome, but that's not the right answer. Sin, to make gender seem like a performance. What does it mean if kids see gender as a performance? To destabilize the system by attacking the gender binary is to show gender as a performance. Very good, Stony Brook. To let kids think changing genders is like changing clothes. Great answer, Nick. All of this will lead to overthrowing the gender binary because if gender is just a performance and it's just like changing clothes, that means that the goal is to abolish the gender binary, because if gender is just fluid and you can be a different thing on a different day just by changing an outfit, then it's not real. It's attacking normativity, the demonstration of drag being a performance, destruction of the binary, performative gender, makes gender fluid, to attack normalcy / capitalism. Very good, guys. Way to go.
Let's welcome on the one, the only, Bryson Gray. Bryson!
What's up?
What the heck, dude? Calendar gate. You're on fire, dude. I mean, what's the latest with all this? No, seriously, because, you know, let's be real. I want to get your opinion on it. But Bryson, I know you personally. I know that you're a strong Christian. Your Christian values are the most important thing in your life.
Bryson Gray is not a Christian. Can we all agree on that? most conservatives, no offense, who say they're Christian are not Christian. But like people like Bryson Gray, like grifters on the internet who got famous for wearing a big red hat and not actually having any talent other than saying Trump and MAGA and pandering to the conservative bullshit to become a musician because he couldn't hack it on his own. He had to hijack a political movement to do it by pandering to them wearing a big red hat. Anyway, does anyone actually think that Bryson Gray is a Christian? Does anyone actually want to defend Bryson Gray's Christianity? Would anyone be surprised if Bryson Gray did something on this stream to flat out prove that he's not a Christian? He is an admitted right-wing grifter. I mean, there's really no way around it. Couldn't hack it on his own. Had to hijack a political movement, pretend to be a Christian, pretend to be conservative, just to make money being like a hip-hop star. It's really pathetic if you think. I mean, this is like the most pathetic of grifter. It's like the failed comedians, the failed musicians who couldn't make it on their own. I'm not talking about people like Alex Stein is like legitimately effing funny. Alex Stein, like I actually believe this is a real thing for him. He is legitimately effing funny. But like the failed comedians, the failed fucking musicians that the only reason they're famous is that they pandered to the MAGA Trump base, they're the most pathetic of grifters. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Jan. I appreciate it.
I'll say that. But at the same time, I know you're not a square. I know you know the difference between pornography and what these women
Apparently
are doing.
not.
So tell me, what is your biggest outrage with Calendar Gate personally, Bryson?
Well, people look up the definition of softcore porn. That's what pretty much all beer calendars are meant to be. I mean, ultra right beer are just doing what most beer companies do. The issue here lies is that you have somebody with the crucifix in one of the pictures, and then you're claiming to promote it to conservatives. So those are the two issues.
Josie, the redheaded libertarian, is actually an effing Catholic. Probably more Catholic than Bryson Gray is a Christian. And the big problem is that she was baking a pie in her own kitchen, wearing a skirt that turned Bryson Gray on and a pair of goddamn stilettos. But she's not allowed to have a fucking crucifix on her wall, even though she's a Catholic. Yes, they would all rather, he was actually tweeting about this, they would all rather women with, he wanted a calendar full of burqas. Because that would have been modesty. Oh my God. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Alex Stein is a grift. I agree with you. I think Alex Stein is great.
If this was called a libertarian calendar, I wouldn't have said nothing because I don't really care
Josie is
about
literally
what
called the
libertarians
redhead.
do.
There it
They're
is.
just gays with guns. This was a liberal, a
And
classical
drugs.
liberal calendar. I don't think anybody would have cared. But the fact you have a bunch of half-naked women inciting lust, which the Bible condemns.
She's holding a pie and wearing a dress. I mean, it seems to me that Bryson might be projecting his own demons out onto the internet. Are women, what is the length of skirt that women are allowed to wear while baking a pie? Is it that the heels are too high? Would she still be inciting lust if she was wearing like a pair of like Converse sneakers? Who made the calendar? Our friend, hang on. Our friend Seth Weathers, who is the conservative dad beer that like he sends me a case of it every now and again, and it's good beer. Like I co-sign Seth Weathers beer. It's like I don't like normally that type of beer isn't my thing, but if you're looking for like a Bud Light replacement, it's actually really good. I found it to be refreshing. We drank a lot of it over the summer, and so that was really great. But he made the beer calendar because he's the guy with the beer company.
And then you have one of the girls, just because her picture is not as worse as some of the other ones, she's still in a short dress posing in a specific way in front of a cross. When you have her doing that, and then you promoting it to conservative, and specifically to conservative men and Christian man, because what's the cross
don't
is
buy
right
it.
There. Then I think I can hold you to those standards and call it out from a biblical perspective.
And honestly, Bryson, I think if you're coming from the biblical perspective, I can't knock you
True.
on that. I think you're 100%. I don't
He's
even want
not
to debate you on
from a
that.
biblical
But let's talk about
perspective, for
the
fuck's sake.
social angle of it. I mean, this. You see these OnlyFans women that are like finger blasting themselves. I mean, they're X-rated as it gets. Is this really worth fighting over, in your opinion? Because I know it's. Listen, you don't need clicks.
Yes,
You're a
because
popular guy on the
it got
internet,
him
but
clicks
it
on
is
the
getting
internet.
clicks
It
and
got
stuff.
him millions of
I
views
guess
on
my
the
point
internet.
is this really worth fighting for when we're struggling with inflation? We're struggling with, drug crisis. We're struggling with, like we said, I mean, America is crumbling right in front of our faces. Are we picking the right battle, in your opinion, or are you just talking about this because you are a big
Yes.
part of the culture war? Okay, go ahead.
No, yes, this is the right battle. Morality is always the perfect battle. Morality, true morality, can only stem from the Bible. So a lot of people are saying, well, we got other things to focus on. First off, we can focus on multiple things at one time. Everybody posts other things outside of very important, things that they deem very important.
You have proven
they
that.
all post about it. Even people I saw Elijah Schaefer tweet that we got more important things to worry about. He posts clickbait all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm
This
not
definitely
saying
wasn't
wrong with that. I mean,
clickbait.
all these influencers post clickbait all the time. But when it's this specific issue, though, all of a sudden we have more important things to worry about when Christians are calling out immorality and immodesty. And the worst thing about it is, I just tweeted 3 words. This is demonic. I say that all the time on Twitter.
Demonic.
They're the ones,
Demonic.
all of the
Demonic.
ones dressing like harlots and defending the.
If you're talking about coming from a biblical perspective, who made the female form? Was that God? Are women's legs satanic? I mean, bro, shove it right up your ass, eat a dick, do whatever you need to do to get yourself just 10% less sexually repressed than you obviously and clearly are. This is fucking ridiculous. That's going to be my response to like everyone that comes in here be like, ew, all this, ew, legs. Oh my God. Like, eat a dick. Go get laid. Go get laid. All of you. Honestly. People go to church wearing skimpier clothes. People go on Fox. When are you guys going to go on a crusade against Fox News and the low-cut dresses that they wear on Fox News?
Harlotry. They're the ones that's pushing this forward and making this go on longer than it should, because they can't take a little criticism.
Well, and Bryson, like I said, you're a friend of mine, and I know you're passionate about what you believe in. So I respect that. Even if I don't think this calendar is that bad, because I grew up watching Howard Stern. The girls are all spread out. I'm just saying, I'm used to looking at the worst stuff. For me, this is very PG-13. But I want to get your opinion. We're going to go through some of these pictures, and I want you to tell me which one is demonic and which one is not. So do we have those pictures? Okay,
demonic.
No, not my girl Peyton Drew. Why is she demonic?
That's one of the worst ones in the calendar.
I know Peyton is. She's
you
very
can see
sexual.
the memories.
She has a very sexual Instagram. Good for Peyton. I mean, I know you don't like that, but it is very entertaining. So this one is the most sexual in your opinion. Why? Because of cleavage?
Because he wants to fuck her the most.
Let me ask a question. What's more immodest than that photo? Basically, she has on a bra and some
bathing suit.
How
That's
much
more
immodest can you
get?
The
bathing
next step is her being butt naked right there. Like we have to get. And by the way, I love Dan. I actually don't dislike Peyton, but I'm
yeah, you better. Yeah, Dan Ball's one of my good friends. Yeah, and the thing is, Peyton is as sweet as an angel, and I know Bryson, and I'm not even calling you out. I bet you get along with all the girls on the calendar,
not
right?
Anymore.
I mean, I'm sure you dealt with a lot of them.
I don't think anymore.
Most of them, yeah, but as a Christian, I'm gonna call out things from a Christian perspective. I don't mind burning bridges for it. But in reality, everybody should expect. Why wouldn't you expect Bryson Gray to call out something immodest? I've been doing this for so long. In that picture, like, can anybody answer my question? What's the next level of immodesty?
And she was in doggy style position. That would be the most. That's how. That's how. I don't see any bottom butt cheek. Okay, you're right. Listen, now, we got a lot of pictures. Let's go to the next one. Riley Gaines. She's competing against transgenders. Don't we like Riley Gaines?
Yeah, I like her. Picture's still demonic.
Because she's showing so much abs.
Does Bryson want anyone to go to the beach?
Once again,
are we allowed to go swimming?
Level? She has on a bra and panties. What's next?
She's at a pool.
If she had to dress a little bit more
immodestly,
what would be the next?
It's at a fucking pool.
Nipples out. You're right. That
That's
one's
all
pretty
I'm saying,
wild.
Oh
man.
That
my
one's the
God.
first two are pretty. Are those the first 2 months, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bryson Gray is wearing a t-shirt right now. What is the next level for Bryson Gray? Oh, he could take off the shirt. So Bryson Gray's outfit must be demonic, because the next level of Bryson Gray wearing a t-shirt is he removes the t-shirt. Like, that's the argument, is that people can take off the clothes that they're wearing, and therefore the clothes that they're wearing that cover all the offending parts, therefore it's fucking demonic.
Hey, wow. Okay, well, and Peyton Drew hers are very immodest. I'll be honest. Okay, now that's the next one. See, this is Kimberly Classic. See, but this is showing her butt. See, now I want to get your
Her
opinion.
daughter
but
took this
I think that
photo.
she's not dressed too much, but when you're presenting your ass like that, that is kind of like, come here and hump it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it that? This is what I said. The posing is clear in this, so this picture is clearly not as bad as the other ones. But Kim Classic is very well known for posting other pictures that are worse than that. This is the pose, and it's involved with the other and it's involved with the calendar.
I love Kim Klacik. She's very sweet, and she's tiny, and she's a nice lady, and I don't care that she does controversial things. She is a badass, man. I like her a lot.
So why is she posing like that? Will I call this
I know
picture
why.
standalone?
I know why, because it makes me feel warm in my, a certain area. That's why it brings a little bit of blood down there. All right, now the next one. Now, Ashley's a friend of mine, and is Ashley on there twice? Because I saw the bathtub one was pretty X-rated.
The bathtub one is
she on there twice,
yeah.
Jimmy?
Yes, she is.
Did we get her?
Yeah,
we did. Yeah.
So, Bryson, is this demonic or not?
Demonic. And I want to say this. Ashley already said she's not a conservative. Ashley is not a Christian. So this was an Ashley St. Clair calendar. I wouldn't have I probably would have called it out. Who knows? But I really wouldn't have spent much time on it at all if it wasn't promoted to conservatives, because she isn't a conservative or a Christian. She already said she's more, I don't know if she's more libertarian, but this is the thing she's already said. So if it was an Ashley St. Clair calendar, this is what she wants to do. It's the people that claim to be Christian and conservatives are the people I'm really about, but that's demonic, clearly.
Would you rather have an Ashley St. Clair calendar or a Dylan Mulvaney calendar? Full tuck.
Both demonic. I mean, if they look like this, both are demonic.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, you're tough. You're a tough cookie to crumble or crack. Okay. Then the next one. Okay. This one's not that bad. Catalina. I don't know Catalina personally. This one's not that bad.
That's not bad. She's pretty close. I mean, she's not posing in a seductive way. Me personally, I am a stickler. So to me, them shorts are way too short. And my wife would definitely not be walking out the house with no shorts like that. But,
that one's not that bad though. Come on, Bryson. I know you're not as square.
Yes,
he is a square.
That's not that bad.
He is
Okay,
a square, Alex.
Okay, I don't even know Bethany Bartlett. I can't tell what she's wearing. It looks so small. Is she wearing are those like booty shorts? What is she wearing, Jimmy?
No, those are pants. They're like yoga pants.
Leggings.
I mean,
there's yoga pants, a half cut shirt, posing with the like this. Come on,
yeah,
man,
I know the pose is sexual, but that's a terrible picture because the lighting's bad. I can't.
Also,
even see
just
her face.
bad form for the.
That's just a bad picture, but yeah, I would say that's sexual. Yeah, her titties are like all the way out. Okay, well, you're right so far. I think you're about 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 9, whatever we're at. Okay, what's the next one? Now, Brittany Jean, this is a pretty girl. She's at least wearing the cover up on the bottom. We got Bryson. We got to give her a little pass. I mean, that's just. I mean, she's in a one piece. A one piece. That is
a bathing suit at the fucking beach.
That would be more a Muslim woman would wear a one piece over a bikini.
A one piece is much better than a two piece. But that little thing covering, what is it covering exactly?
Her vagina.
Yeah, shut up, Jimmy. Do not talk on the show.
I thought he was asking.
He's asking a rhetorical question. He knows what a vagina is, Jimmy, you idiot.
I don't know that he does.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let's say Brittany Jean's is 50-50, but you're right. It is.
Yes, 50-50. I'm cool with
Can you imagine how much Bryson Gray sucks in bed? I mean, truly. Like, they're only allowed to do the missionary position, the lights off, under the covers. Like, no other position, all other sexual positions are demonic. Wife obviously never has an orgasm because it's not really about the wife's pleasure. It's only about the husband's. And we know it probably doesn't last all that long. because someone with this much pent up sexual frustration it's coming from somewhere, right? Like, people only make a big deal about calendars of fully clothed women on the internet when they're frustrated about something, and so I can't imagine that Bryson Gray has the best sex life with his wife, and I can't picture any reality in which the wife is fulfilled in that, but I do hope that Bryson makes enough money to keep her in a nice lifestyle, because that would really be the only consolation prize that I can think of. Bryson Gray obviously watches porn. That's my opinion. I don't ever want to witness such a thing. But like, you know what the type of porn like a guy like Bryson Gray is gonna watch? It's gonna be like tranny porn, or it's gonna be like gay porn, or it's gonna be like some like weird kind of like, it's gonna be some sort of like fetish thing. It's not gonna be, he's only fucking his wife in the missionary position. We know that. Under the covers, lights off, the whole nine. So because he's only fucking his wife in the missionary position, like, the counterbalance to that is there's going to be some really fucking weird porn on that guy's computer every time.
It looks like a mini skirt. So I could see, it's almost like you're getting an upskirt of the mini skirt. Yeah, you're right. It is a little racy. All right, next one. Sarah Gonzalez. Now, this is my best friend, Bryson. How is this demonic? She's got even pantyhose on.
Pantyhose? You mean like the leg things?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're not even seeing her leg. Like, I feel like that's what women wear to be more, demure or whatever, to be nicer. So they wear those, I think.
Like I said, her picture is not as bad as a lot of the other ones, but once again, my wife would never wear a dress that short ever.
True, Rottweiler.
Okay, that's like over halfway.
Yeah, that one's not that bad. Come on, Bryson, my girl, Sarah, that one's not bad.
Listen, I'm not anti-Sarah. You know what's funny? I didn't call out anybody individually, but to get clout, all the women like, is this dress demonic? I guess I'm demonic. And they all made sure they squeeze the life, the clout life out of the city.
Wait. Hold the phone. They have BDSM classes now in church. Oh, that's right. I read that, two ladies. I read that as you saying we have BDSM classes in church. I was like, that was way too much information, but you're right. On the queer theology stuff, we did find out that Christians have Christian only BDSM clubs that they can go to, didn't we?
Situation to sell more calendars. But I like Sarah. I'll talk to her for real, but again, nobody, like, if my aunt walked in the house with something like that on, I'll be like, you're dressed like a harlot.
Ooh, all right. Now what's the next one? Are we almost done with them, or is that
we got two more?
Okay, two more. Yeah. Okay, now this one is not bad at all. And I would like to see Dana Loesch in a little outfit. I mean, I'm a little frustrated with this one. Jimmy, this one's not good. Will you send Seth a complaint that Dana's wearing too many clothes in this?
No, here's the thing. If the entire calendar was like this again, nobody would have complained.
It's a beer calendar.
She's fully clothed. She has the guns. I mean, is it a little bit cringe? A little bit, but as far as modesty and immodesty, I have nothing bad to say about that picture. Zero.
And Bryson, this is the other thing. You and I do so much stuff that the left would be like, that is so cringe. That, I mean,
True.
It just sucks that we're in this position, but we have to do kind of cringe stuff. I think you'd have to admit the whole calendar is a little cringe, but that's the joke, right? That the beer company like Budweiser has famous calendars. Like, isn't that the joke, that it's kind of a cringy calendar,
I don't think it's a joke. I think Pimp Seth is trying to make some dollars.
Ooh, shots fired.
He is. Absolutely.
Shots fired button,
Absolutely.
Chris.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's shots fired.
Absolutely.
And after the last one, Seth had a message for you, but we'll wait.
Seth Weathers is doing a crazy thing called running a fucking business. And that guy has worked hard. That guy has been through some major fucking challenges in running that business. I've known him a long time. He has gone through some shit running that business, and he has always put out good merch. He's always just been like a great guy, always been supportive. And it's like, I'm overjoyed that Seth is having this much success. First with the beer, then with this calendar. He deserves to make money, man. That guy Seth Weathers has worked a lot harder than Bryson Gray has, and he deserves every single penny going in his pocket. Good for him.
Okay, let's watch the next. Dude, it better not be a mean message because he didn't come on. We're not his message boys. If he wants to say something to Bryson, he should come on and say it to his face. All right. Now, Josie,
immodest.
And okay, now let's wrap things up because I want to talk to you about one more
That's
question
Josie's
before we end the
kitchen.
calendar.
That's her actual kitchen.
You even just said that you don't have a lot of issues with these women in this calendar. Josie, who I know that having the cross there is probably that's a big red flag for you. But I don't think Josie is really trying to be blasphemous. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you think that her intentions was trying to be blasphemous or to be anti-God when she did this?
She's a libertarian, so I think her intentions is live and let live and do as thou will.
Yes.
I don't think she took the picture like, yeah, let's put the cross in there while I'm posing like this. But she has lied a lot. She said that she was going for a 1950s look. Anybody that Googled 1950s woman in kitchen will never see anybody with a dress that
Have you ever seen a pinup
posing like that? You may see some heels, but then she bragged about having the same exact measurements as Marilyn Monroe on Twitter. Right? You're just jealous I have the same measurements as Marilyn Monroe, from the butt to the lips to the arms to the shoes to the hair, and it's like, come on, Marilyn Monroe, her whole goal was to be a sex symbol. So with her, you just have to be honest. I don't even think her picture was the worst one on there. She's the one that attempted to make it about her.
See, this is what I'm talking about with Josie, because again, I don't personally have any issue with Josie. But I think that Josie is pandering to a conservative audience. And there's something that just really rubs me the wrong way about people who claim to be libertarians pandering to a conservative audience, possibly because I've just had to deal with so many people who said they were libertarian, but really they were conservative. And then they say, well, conservative and libertarian are the same thing. And no, they're not the same thing at all. And it's just like, those people are like the most annoying people to deal with. They always cause problems. They always disrupt groups. They always just like fuck every single goddamn thing up. And so it rubs me the wrong way that she's pandering to conservatives if she's really a libertarian. Yeah, I would put Sticks in that group too. I think I learned very loud and clear that Sticks' audience is conservatives. They're conservatives who think they're libertarians. So I actually do believe that Sticks Hexenhammer is a libertarian, but he panders to conservatives who believe they're libertarians. Tim Pool panders to conservatives. He says they're libertarian. I mean, Dave Smith panders more to libertarians than he does to conservatives, for sure. But Tim Pool says his audience are libertarians. Tim Pool's audience are not libertarians. Tim Pool's audience are conservatives, and conservatives who believe they're libertarians.
Quote tweeted was a video showing Riley Gaines with her back arched in front of a pool with the beer can, and then it flipped over to Josie with the crucifix. She's the one that said, "Oh, my picture is the one that he specifically called demonic." No, I called out a crucifix in a collection of pictures.
Okay, Bryson, before we let you go, like I said, I got one more question I want to ask you, but how do we mend the fences? How do we get you? Because I know that you are not going to cast too much judgment. I know that you know that that's reserved for,
God.
King, the God. I would say that, right? I mean, don't you think judging them, though, as a good Christian guy, don't you have to have a little empathy or something? I mean, I'm not a Christian like you're a Christian. I'm just saying, isn't there somewhat of, what does the Bible say about being a jerk? Aren't you supposed to be nice to people?
Mm-hmm.
No,
no, it is not Christ-like to be nice to people,
honest, and cast righteous judgment. I don't know how much time I have, but in 1 Timothy 2:9, it clearly tells you how women are supposed to dress. It clearly tells you that women are supposed to be modest and discreet. And in 1 Peter 3, it tells you that women are supposed to be gentle. In Proverbs chapters 5-7, it literally tells you what type of women to stay away from. And in one of the verses, it actually tells you to stay away from the women dressing seductively because they're trying to.
Bryson, do you know how you stay away from the women dressing seductively? You don't talk about them. If Bryson Gray really wanted to stay away from the women who were dressing seductively, he would block all of them on Twitter. He wouldn't be engaging with them. He would just ignore them entirely. And that way he would never have to be tempted in the way that he obviously and clearly is, because he obviously and clearly has an unsatisfying sex life with his wife. So if he wanted to stay away from the sexy girls, He just should have blocked them on Twitter and ignored them. But he didn't do that. Why? Because Bryson Gray is a grifter who will never pass up an opportunity to get cheap likes and clicks on the internet because he's not intelligent enough to do anything else. He's just a failed musician who pandered to the Trump MAGA base in order to become famous by wearing a big red hat.
They're trying to seduce you. And also a lot of people are mad that I called it demonic, right? But the issue is they don't know what demonic means from a biblical standpoint. The devil's job is just to get you to sin, to go against God's commands. That's what he did with Adam and Eve. It is what he did with Jesus. And then it's what he's trying to do with everyone else, to get you to go against God's command. Lust and enticing lust, or trying to get somebody to lust, makes you immoral. And that is a sin, according to Proverbs and many other verses. The works of the devil, according to 1 John 3, is sin. So the reason I call it demonic is because all sin can be called demonic. Gluttony, homosexuality, adultery, immodesty, whatever you want. Whatever you want to say can be called demonic from a biblical perspective. So to me, this is all about coming at it biblically.
No, and show me and Bryson, because we got enough of whatever that is on the screen. So Bryson, before I let you go, listen, I respect your opinion on this. I know that you put your faith first, so that's why I understand you're going to have a little more of a biblical interpretation of this. And like I said, I mean, when it comes to having your back arched and kind of in a seductive pose, I mean, biblically, that's probably not going to be in the Bible. But tell me this. Now I want to ask you about this. I don't know how much you can say. I saw you recently tweeting Kanye West posted a bunch of pictures of his Bianca Cersei. Is that her name, Jimmy?
I think he was posting pictures of his ex, Kim, or was that?
No,
Bianca?
that was not. Jimmy, you're such a dumbass.
It was.
Jimmy,
they look so alike.
I know, but I think Bianca's actually kind of hotter than her. But he posted pictures where she has big, very big breasts. She's like in a thong type situation. And you were and I respect this about you. You didn't tell anybody that you're actually with Kanye working on his record in Tokyo, Japan. I believe that's the right place. And you were frustrated with that. You tweeted out trying to get his attention, which, that's how we speak to these celebrities. I'm sure he saw that. So I guess tell us a little bit. I know you can only say so much, but what can you tell us about your situation with Kanye? And I'm sure you still respect him as an artist, but so you're mad at Kanye? Is that the current state of affairs?
No, I'm actually not upset. I'm actually sad because when I was with Kanye in Tokyo, and I wanted to tell people so bad because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't because I don't have money for a lot of, big lawyers.
But he's doing it now.
They don't play, but
because of likes and clicks on the internet.
Broke it because as a Christian, I have to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I can't call out calendar gay and call out immodesty. But then when Ye is posting pictures of his wife, I'm just sitting back quiet because I want.
Then when is Bryson Gray going to call out Fox News? When is Bryson Gray going to call out literally every single female conservative influencer with the big boobs and the low cut tops and the high cut skirts? When is that going to happen exactly? Because there's a reason that he went after this calendar, because it was going to get him likes and clicks on the internet. There's a reason that he's now posting about Kanye West, because it's going to get him likes and clicks on the internet. But there are an awful lot of people that Bryson Gray is not going to call out that are doing nothing differently than the women that were in that calendar did. So why? Maybe we should just pay attention to Bryson Gray's behaviors and make a list of all the conservative women that he should damn well be calling out who are doing far worse things in that calendar, and just really ask ourselves, what is Bryson Gray doing to pander to these women because he knows he needs something from them down the road, so he can't burn that particular bridge just yet? Yeah, why isn't old Bryson calling out Melania? Why isn't that happening?
One opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So I was in Tokyo, Japan. I was working with Kanye on an album. Many people in the space know this because I've told them personally behind the scenes. I just couldn't say it out loud. And he talked about God with me. We talked about repentance because I went in full Bryson mode. My dad was scared that I was going to burn the bridge because I went in full Bryson mode because God first. My hat said repent. My shirt said make America straight again. Mm-hmm. And he actually received it well. We talked about the Bible. There's other stuff and other reasons why I'm kind of saddened by what he's posting right now that he said. I'm not gonna put too much personal stuff out there, but we was talking about God and repentance, and he was talking about he was really God first. This wasn't that long ago. This was July. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Tokyo working with him, and everything was Christian. He changed titles to songs to Bible verses because I was in there studying the book of Matthew. You know what I'm saying? He was impressed. He kept making me perform my song Homemakers. Yeah. If anybody heard my song Homemakers, part of the things I'm saying is my girl doesn't dress like a harlot. You know what I'm saying? So you know, when I see him posting these pictures, I had to say something because I feel like nobody else is gonna say something. And I don't have his personal number. If anybody has been around Ye recently, you have to like, you can only talk to him when he's there with you.
Yeah, I know. I've heard people that talk to him. Yeah, he always has kind of an in between. He's very
in between guy. So I can't talk to him personally, and I want him to actually get the message because we need Christian Ye. I feel like the world needs Christian Ye, not degenerate Ye. So I have a bunch of social media followers. So I broke my NDA, and hopefully the message get to him. If the message get to him, then God bless. It worked.
And I don't think you said anything that's really going to get you in any legal trouble. You didn't really talk. I mean, you just revealed that you're with him. I don't think that's, you know, I don't think so. Listen, Bryson, you're a friend of mine. I respect your viewpoints. Before I let you go, last thing I want to say, I really would like to mend the fences. I'd like to make it where Josie would unblock you. And I guess let these women repent.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Let's just, you know,
I've had Bryson Gray blocked for years, and I've never regretted that.
Everybody kind of does something, you know, impulsively. I really don't believe that one of these women.
I blocked Bryson Gray in early 2021 when Bryson Gray was going, we need to kick all the gays out of the conservative movement. And I was like, bro, are you serious? Because remember, I was in that debate on Elijah Schaefer's channel back at like the beginning of 2021, where it was like me, Blair White, that cunt Lauren Witzke, and John Doyle. I was in a debate. I think I forgot that I was in a debate with John Doyle. Anyway, so it was all about like, should the gays even be allowed in the conservative movement? And I was like, yeah, you morons, like elections are won by getting votes. No one is forcing you to have gay sex. Like, this is ridiculous. And Bryson Gray sent his Twitter mob after me. It was like, like of course, calling me a grifter because the ironclad law of conservative grifter projection. And so I had to deal with all of his simps in my audience or in my fucking feed for like days on end. So I blocked them all. I don't like I watched John Doyle just because Alex liked John Doyle. I don't think his content's that good. I would choose watching Nick Fuentes over John Doyle any day of the week. Yeah, that was the debate where I made Lauren Witzke like cry for like 3 straight days because I said I'm sorry that I have a husband and you don't. You know, it's the same thing I did with Brittany like last week, where I was like, I don't know if you were around for that, Lars, but it was exactly the same thing. Like, thin, blonde, like typical kind of conservative fucking bimbos always get triggered when the ugly fat girl has the husband and they don't have the husband. It is like, like if you ever want to trigger like a blonde conservative bimbo with obvious implants, just be like the ugly fat girl that gets the man when they don't get the man, and you will have them reeing about you for days. And I broke Lauren Witzke for like 3 straight days after that debate. It was beautiful. Why do you hate me? I thought we were friends, Rottweiler. We've been through so much. Why do you hate me?
Intended to do anything demonic or blasphemous with this calendar. I know it came off that way, but you gotta realize the intention wasn't to be that.
Listen, I didn't even dislike Josie. If anybody go to the original comment, somebody told me it was Josie. I said, oh, I like her, but this is still crazy. They're the ones that turned it upside down because they felt convicted and offended by what I said. So like even Peyton, nobody has ever heard me say I dislike Peyton. Ashley St. Clair, you have never heard me say I dislike Ashley St. Clair. These people are just mad because I called the calendar for what it is, and their response to it is to lash out and host Twitter spaces without letting me respond. So, you know.
Good. Well, you're not entitled
Bryson.
to a response.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming on and being a great sport. You're the man. Everybody go to the SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you can get Bryson Gray's music. Go there and support him. He's an independent artist. It is not a sellout like all these other garbage media.
He is a sellout. He's a grifter.
So thank you, Bryson. Really appreciate it.
It's a grifter shill.
All right, folks. Now we welcome on.
Well, we still connect. We're having some connectivity issues.
I could have sworn you were in my ear and said Josie was on the line.
She was on the Zoom, but then
let's see.
we're still trying to get her camera.
Okay.
We got her.
Oh, we got her, the redhead libertarian.
Well, we're gonna get her squared up. But what do you think?
Some...
So, am I allowed to deliver the message that Seth was said?
Well, what was it? Was it the one that you told me?
Yeah, earlier.
Yeah, no. What did he say? He said Bryson Gray is overweight.
No, he said.
I don't like fat jokes as a fat guy, Jimmy. I don't allow this on my set.
No, he said, tell Bryson he's fat, and the Bible says being fat is a sin.
That's not Jimmy,
to being the messenger.
Face,
well,
fucking
Seth
face,
is such a
stepbrothers.
badass, he'd come say it
Face.
to his damn face. Now, what was
That's
the
a fair
poll?
point.
What did they say about the poo-poo prank?
Oh, 56% yes.
So I'm about to poop on Vivek's bus?
Apparently, if the chat runs the show.
Well, I would think that they know better than you, Jimmy. I mean, 1,100 people know better than your Peabody brain or whatever.
Well, I'm actually,
That just made
I
my
thought it
night.
would be overwhelmingly yes. So there are
so
some
proud of
people
him.
trying to save the show.
Or there's 56% of people that are trying to help the show. I mean, I don't know how you want to look at it, but I'm not going to actually. I'm going to take a little poop. I'll have to poop. I poop about once every 4 hours, but I'm not going to. It won't be that big of a blast.
Okay. Well, if
it'll be just a minor smell, but we'll add the poo-poo powder, the poo-poo puree, and then we can make it more pungent.
all right. On that note, let's bring in Josie.
Now we welcome on the redhead libertarian, my girl. You know her on Twitter, Josie. Josie, what the heck? I just talked to Bryson Gray. He said you're going to burn in hell for eternity.
Oh well.
Not good. He said I'm going to burn in hell too, though. So that's not. I mean, I guess we're just going to be there together.
Well, I mean,
Why
I
is
don't
Josie
punch
echoing?
down, and I've never had to punch up, so I'm not about to start today. I've developed everything that I am on merit.
Well, Josie, let me tell you something. As an expert boxer, sometimes you have to punch up, down, side to side. I'm just telling you, in a fight, you don't always get to choose which way you punch. But I like where your heart's at. I like where your mindset's at because I think you are a classy woman. You're every time that I've ever dealt with you, you've had the utmost respect. You carry yourself not like a harlot, not like a whatever they've described you. You carry yourself as a very classy woman. But why are you getting so defensive? And I mean this, I'm not even trying to come at you. I feel like it's the Streisand effect. The more attention we give it, that's why you're now on the show. Do you kind of regret even giving it the attention and kind of even letting it
I
kind of
bet
bug you
Seth
at all? Do you
doesn't
think that was
regret
the
it, but he made a
biggest
lot of money
kind of,
from it.
mistake that you made, even giving it attention personally?
No.
Okay. No, well, I mean, no, that's a good answer. I'm just saying, because this is why I say that Sarah Gonzalez, my good friend, she's just kind of ignored it. And she's like, oh, I don't even care. That's been her method of dealing with it. I know you're different. You're a little more confrontational, I would say. So do you think that the confrontation has it helped or has it hurt? I mean, because I know that it has affected you. And Josie, you're a friend of mine. I don't like you being affected when I know that this is not demonic. I know that this is not even pornographic by any means, but I don't like to see you upset for something that really, in the big grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal, right?
No, I'm not upset by it. I think it's a lovely picture. I had a lot of fun doing it. Sarah wasn't attacked in the way that I was attacked, so it's easier to ignore it. I was called demonic. All right, when you call somebody evil or demonic, I mean, that gives people an excuse. That allows them to justify doing unthinkable things to you because you're evil. It's a very dangerous precedent to set. And I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with the people while I was kind of, going at it and stuff. I had fun. I mean, I had more support than non-support. There were bad actors, of course, but I disassociate from them and I move on with my life and I focus on the things that matter.
When I was young, I used to love listening to Ozzy Osbourne, that song Crazy Train, right? They're gonna ride on a crazy train. And he ate a bat's head. That was demonic as hell. And I also love this band called 3-6 Mafia, sipping on the scissor, sipping on. So what I'm saying is, why is demonic that big of a deal? We know you're not going to hell. I mean, is that really that bad of an adjective, demonic? Like, for me, that's kind of cool. It's like 3-6 Mafia. It's kind of, I mean, what's so bad about that? I've been called
we started
much worse.
running with it and owned it. And, everything is demonic now. It's become a joke. We've taken the power out of the word. It was just, the initial I definitely didn't think I was going to get the reaction that I was from it. I thought it was just going to be one response, like, no, this isn't demonic. This is demonic. And then just everybody moves on with their life. But I was dealing with a grifter, unfortunately. So that
Bryson's
was
a grifter? You think
Yes.
Bryson's a grifter?
Yes.
yeah.
Aren't we all
Yes.
grifting?
Really?
No.
No.
I'm not. No.
No.
I was just confused
No,
which person
no,
because I
no,
know you
no,
had
no,
beef
no,
with I
no.
think Anna Perez. I'm saying there's multiple people, but you're talking about him. No, but really, people say Alex, you're a grifter. Well, no shit. I'm trying to pay my damn rent. I'm trying to pay my car payment. I gotta get paid. I gotta get somehow make a dollar out of 15 cents. I'm not saying that we should have
Listen,
fake
man.
views, but
Listen, I know he's just joking around, but like there is a difference between building a business and creating content that people can pay for to support what you're doing if they're entertained by you or informed by you or whatever, and grifting. There's a difference. Alex Stein is legitimately funny. He's like legitimately hilarious. He does a good show. People really like his content. He really like goes out there and gets that no one else does, and he's fucking hilarious, and he is so good at what he does. He deserves every penny that's going in his pocket. I think he's coming from like a super authentic place. Josie, I'm not convinced is coming from a super authentic place, but you know, she does a good job, whatever. I don't begrudge her anything. Someone like Bryson Gray is a failed musician who got famous for wearing a big red hat and pandering to the Trump MAGA base. He's pandering to people who probably don't even like his music, but pretend to like his music because he wore a big red MAGA hat. These people are not the same. Yeah, of course, because they're all fucking groypers. They're all fucking groypers.
the fact that we're trying to monetize our lives as an influencer, whatever you want to call us, now that's considered a grifter. But I mean, so what? I've been called way worse than that.
Yeah, I've been called a grifter too. So the way that I looked at it is, like I said, I did everything I've done off merit. I've worked really hard. I'm a woman. I have the largest libertarian following of any woman.
Your Twitter spaces are great. No, your Twitter spaces are super popular.
Yeah, so I've taken off. I've worked really hard, really hard. So why on earth would I give a man who seeks to destroy me access to me, not only to hurt me, but to profit off it?
Yeah.
And that was enough for me to put up a boundary, December 26th, and I didn't think about him again. But he began to, he had these spaces with me where he gossiped about me in the spaces.
Y'all were on the space together?
A song about me.
But real quick, I want to hear about the song, but y'all were on different spaces or the same space talking crap?
Different spaces.
Okay, different spaces.
We got put in one space, I think, we got put in one space together, I think, on the 26th.
Because I was trying to find spaces. Yeah, I was trying to find you guys. I couldn't find any spaces of y'all together. But
yeah,
I only looked for like 30 minutes.
He deletes his spaces after he's done with them. He did 3, I think, after.
Because he denies the Holocaust in it a lot. Is that why?
Probably.
There's a lot of groypers in the group. Yeah,
no, the groypers are so annoying, aren't they? You know, that's the other thing. Is like
they can
be. Whether you like Nick Fuentes or not. I think Nick Fuentes.
Hold on. I'm not going to let you have a soundbite opportunity where you accidentally say something nice about Nick Fuentes. So let's just talk about
that's
something.
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Nick Fuentes,
you say you go. There's something about Nick Fuentes. I just just helping you out.
Well, he's a white supremacist, Jimmy. So I mean, this is white supremacy beer.
Bad.
Oh, then why do you drink white supremacy beer, Jimmy?
Oh.
Josie, do you understand that you made a calendar for a beer mainly drunken?
Good for Alex Stein for not putting up with that shit.
I guess.
You know that every Klan rally I go to, they have this there. And I go to a lot of them. I go not just for the food and the camaraderie. I believe in the values that they spew. I'm actually very disgusted by it. But Meemaw, one of the women, the more arm fat a woman has, the better of a chef she is. Have you ever heard that theory?
I've heard that.
Yeah, and they have a woman, her arm is so fat and her forearm's very thin. Her sweet potato pie, it will turn you into a white supremacist. Even if you're not, you could literally be Michael Jordan and he would go out there and he would start reading Mein Kampf fluently. It's not good at food.
Wow. At the Klan rallies?
Yeah, at the Klan rallies. Yeah. I don't like to call them that. I just call them cookouts. I call them Klan cookouts. Let's call them rallies. But
oh my God.
Once again, it's not about the Ku Klux Klan, even though they're a big part of Jimmy's life personally. He loves the Ku Klux Klan. What? You went to Princeton, Jimmy. That's basically a white. Jimmy,
yeah.
you went to Princeton, correct?
Can we talk about
Yes,
the
I did.
calendar? I want to talk
Josie,
about
have
the
you ever heard
calendar.
of President Woodrow Wilson?
Oh yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
he's
he was a
famous
white
for?
supremacist.
He brought back
Plan.
segregation. So they got rid of segregation. And then the guy that built Jimmy's school, his all-white school, they said, you know what? We're going to bring that segregation back.
Jimmy, that's problematic.
You know, it's funny you say that because
this isn't funny
all
anymore.
the buildings used to be named after him.
This is
And
now
then
getting
in
boring.
2020, they removed his name everywhere. So there are no presidents.
And
from
now they're named after
Princeton.
Lil Nas X. Now the library's named after Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
he's more of a visionary than Woodrow Wilson.
Okay, Josie, so now let's get back on track.
Thank you.
How do we kind of mend the fences? Obviously, your career is going up, right? And this is, I don't want to call this like a, I guess this is my question. Would you do the same thing all over again? Or if Seth called you and said, hey, I want you to be in the calendar, or would you not do the calendar now?
Oh, I'd absolutely do the calendar again. Yeah. I like Seth. I had a classy picture. I think we exposed the woke right. And
The woke right.
I totally do it again.
The woke right. Does anyone know who was like the first person on the internet to talk about the woke right? Does anyone have any guesses about who was the first person back in 2021 to talk about the woke right? So much so that I wrote about the woke right in my book that I wrote in early 2021, even though it didn't come out till 2022, but I wrote it in early 2021. Does anyone remember? Yeah, that was me. That was me. That was me. Me. Yup. It was me. It was me. That was me. Don't want to brag or nothing, but remember all those conservative influencers who decided to drag me through the fucking mud and fucking defame me for explicitly naming that? Who turned out to be right? Just like with the 2022 midterms, when I predicted the results of the 2022 midterms 6 months ahead of time, when the draft decision of Roe v. Wade came out and I said, you all just fucked yourself. And every single conservative influencer was like, Carlin, you don't understand. Americans don't really care about abortion. Fuck you, you fucking pro-choice, pro-abortion leftist. And I was like, all right, well, let's just see what happens in November. And I turned out to be right. And now even Donald Trump is telling them, you've got to drop the abortion bullshit. You know, you never get an apology when you are subsequently proven right because you were literally years ahead of everyone else. Yeah, just wait. Just fucking wait until conservatives figure out that this book banning bullshit with Moms for Liberty is not going to work. Just wait. I am sure that all of my community members that told Moms for Liberty to cut this shit out will be instantly unblocked and apologized to. And of course, I will receive a formal apology as well from being blacklisted by those fucking MILFs for telling them the truth. Just you wait. It's going to happen at some point, probably after they lose in November. This is a horrible question. Why are you asking me this? Of course I give a better blowjob than her. No offense. But like, okay, here's why I say this. There is actually a logic to it. She's not coming across as like very, like, it's like low energy in this interview. Like, you know, fine on Twitter, fine, okay, like whatever. But it's just like, it's like, can you sense that she would do it with any sort of like enthusiasm? I can't. It's like she's like, you almost feel like she's gonna look at it and almost be disappointed no matter how beautiful it is. So yes, I think I would give a better blowjob. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm being demonic. I'm showing a shoulder and not wearing a bra and talking about blowjobs at the same time. Everyone clutch their pearls.
It's for a great cause. It keeps the men out of the women's sports. That's what 10% of the proceeds go to. I mean,
and we love
that's
Riley Gates.
demonic, right?
No, that is demonic. The
Hey,
transgender.
Alex, sorry to interrupt. I kind of messed since we did like Skype, Zoom. I forgot to shut down the Skype, and Bryson's just chilling on it.
No,
like, do you have
we don't want to
any?
talk to Bryson.
Oh,
Kick them off the screen, Jimmy.
Gosh.
Stop.
Well,
Right? No, Jimmy. No, because we already told Josie no. Why are you doing this, Jimmy? You're gonna get me in trouble with both of these guys.
I'm gonna log off because we're not.
Jimmy, they're gonna log off, Jimmy. Why would you do this, Jimmy?
Oh, sorry. I thought you talked about.
No,
They
I didn't
ambushed
say
her.
this. No, Jimmy,
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
say
They
any of this.
ambushed
Log him
her.
off.
Okay, sorry.
Let me talk to
I'll
Josie.
get him
What?
off.
Okay, Josie,
Shit.
Josie.
trying.
Josie, get him off. Jimmy, get him off the damn show.
I want to know
Get
who
him
the
off the
grifter is.
show, Jimmy.
Only one
I'm
of
like,
us have been
Jimmy, get
attempting
him
to say
off
something throughout this
now.
entire time.
Oh, there's beer everywhere on the set now. There's beer everywhere. It's spilling next to the wires. Jimmy, do not do that. There's a bunch of wires. Sorry, Josie. We love this beer. Okay, before you go, tell the people how can they find you, Josie, and how can they support you?
Oh, they did actually talk? Oh my
You can go
God.
to timcast.com and help support my work over there by becoming a member. You can watch my live streams of my spaces over there. Or you can follow TRHL Official and on X and follow my work there.
And make sure to drink this beer. It doesn't turn you gay, right? It makes you straight as hell. It makes you
It makes you super straight, actually. If you were gay,
Super
you'll
straight.
become straight if you drink this stuff.
let me have some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Show me those titties. Ah!
Give some to Bryson. He needs it.
Oh my gosh,
Shoot,
shots
sorry.
fired.
It's up.
Right.
Bye.
I'm
Bryson.
married and my wife doesn't dress like a whore, so I
Oh
don't
my
have to worry
God,
about
Bryson,
that.
shots fired. Jimmy, get
You're
them
getting
off the
pimped,
screen.
you're getting
Good
pimped by
Christian, isn't
Seth over some
Such
beer so
a
he can sell some
good,
beer.
God-fearing
Y'all claim y'all doing something good.
Christian.
Jimmy,
Y'all are giving
stop.
10%.
Expressing
Y'all are
that
giving
beautiful
10% to the
Christ
organization.
love.
10%.
Jimmy, get him
And he
off
claims
the
he's not gonna
screen.
give
Bryson,
y'all
you have
something.
a
That's what I find
boundaries
interesting.
issue.
Jimmy.
Why on earth, when a woman asks you to leave her alone, would you not leave her alone? That speaks to an absence of fatherhood, maybe. Did you have a dad growing up?
Oh, here we
I
go.
had both of my parents growing up. You don't seem to. That's why you're so desperate to look like Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe's hot.
So
Marilyn
Christ-like.
Monroe, she's beautiful. But
So you idolize
no, I've
Marilyn
had a
Monroe.
loving dad and a loving mom. But
You did?
I speak to how you were
Guys,
raised.
can y'all be friends? Can y'all stop
No.
arguing? Can y'all
No.
be friends?
No.
And
Stand strong,
what
Josie.
part of my song did I mention
Stand
you,
strong.
Josie?
Huh?
Which part of my song
You
did I
made a
mention you?
diss track. You made a diss track off. You called it demonic.
Which part was?
So-
Which part of the song did I mention your name?
I didn't listen to your shit song. You're
Good for
a failed
her.
musician.
Yes,
Um,
Josie.
I'm
Yes,
failed.
he is.
I make more money
Yes,
off music
so
than you make
it
off
was-
any
Yes,
music in your
he is
entire
a
life.
failed
Yeah,
fucking musician
so-
that only makes
so-
money because he wore a big red
How much do
fucking
I
I
get
hat.
guess
off the
the
cap?
next logical thing to do would be, because I was ignoring you when it came to your spaces. I was ignoring you with your subtweets. I was ignoring you when all of your followers were coming after me and harassing me and finding pictures of me as
I
a
don't
child and
subtweet
putting them
those.
online. So I guess the next logical thing to do would be to write a song about me, like some kind of bootleg Taylor Swift wannabe.
True.
So
Which part of my
now, if you
song
want
was
to talk
about
about
you, Josie?
morality, I mean, if you want to talk about morality, I'm a mother and I'm a woman. And any man that was brought up right has the instinct to protect men, to protect women, and to protect mothers.
I am
I'm
trying to
not
protect
dealing with
you.
that.
Josie is a little
Like
triggered.
right
here,
now,
No,
though.
you
it's
don't
not
your
sweat
looking at her
instinct to
right
not
now
face.
your
attack
boobs are out.
women, right? You don't have that instinct to not attack women.
No,
That's not
I
an
am
instinct that
protecting
you
people.
have. That
I'm trying to
speaks- that
protect.
speaks
I'm trying to
to-
protect women from being. I'm trying to protect women from being influenced by people like you and Seth and the rest of the women dressed like harlots on that calendar. And I'm trying to protect men so they don't fall into lust because y'all are placing a stumbling block in front of them. All of that is biblical.
Oh, control
Even right
your
now, you have
wiener.
your.
Jesus Christ.
True.
Control your
Control
wiener,
it.
Bryson. Control your wiener.
Control your wiener, Bryson.
I don't
Control your
have
wiener.
them issues. I
Yeah.
don't have them
Mhm.
issues.
Yeah.
Also,
You
like,
seem to have
even
those
right now.
issues.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
You said what?
Can we all just be friends and vote for Trump and just, storm the Capitol one
Oh,
last
I'm going to
time?
do that, but
Can we
Can we
storm
storm
the?
the
Oh,
Capitol
January
one
6th is
last
coming
time?
up. Oh
You
shit.
would love to storm.
Hey Alex, which part of my song was about Josie? Nobody still haven't answered my question.
the part that you named it demonic after putting demonic
Because
over my
the comment
calendar, the
was
whole
demonic.
thing was a reference to that. Nobody's going to listen
Rip.
to your song or buy your song, so it doesn't matter. I used
sell
to write
more
poetry
music
when
than
I
you
was
sell
sad in middle
anything.
school, so I appreciate
Hey.
the poetry that you wrote in my name.
Yeah. Hey Josie, I have just a quick question. Which one of us has tried to sell something throughout all of this? Me or you?
You wrote a song. Were you not trying to profit off that?
How am I profiting off the
Josie's
song
not
at all?
selling that calendar. Seth is.
Are you going to sell it? Is it
No,
for sale?
the song is not on. I purposely left it off any
Is it gonna be
platform
for
because it was
sale?
1 minute. No, it's not for sale.
Oh, you know what? You're actually being monetized. I have some scripts of how you're being monetized, some screenshots. You're being monetized with waifu. You know what waifu is? Right on your X account. You've got porn on your advertising X account. I'm happy to send it to you if you want to see. It's got your name, Bryson. And then you got porn. Yeah, you got porn there. So there's something that you're doing that porn is being attracted to your account.
Are you claiming that I watch porn?
No.
No.
No,
I'm saying that
Bryson.
there's something that you are doing where porn is actually showing up as the ads on your X account.
Like the Jason Whitlock situation where he had that Timu thing sticking deep in the butt.
Yeah,
card.
that's something you might want to take that up.
Targeted ads.
So I find it.
It's
so
totally
I find it
against
funny, and I know,
everything you believe in.
and I know. Hey, Josie, let me help you. So what you're trying to say, the Jason Whitlock situation, that would be me looking at something and then an ad popping up for me because of my algorithm.
No,
I know you're a woman,
yeah,
and I don't know your IQ, so let me help you real quick.
She's smart.
That's
If
not
you,
what
if
you're
you are looking at, if you are on somebody else, because ads are algorithmic. So if you are looking at something and an ad pop up, that means you are interested in what you're seeing, not the person's Twitter account. That's simply not how it works. And I'm glad I could help you on that. Secondly, you said you're a Catholic, which
I'm
is
not
cool.
looking at them. They're being sent to me.
I'm trying to help you right now. I'm trying to teach you a little
Yeah,
something.
women by calling them whores. That's
what it means is that Twitter, through an algorithm, it has nothing to do with what Bryson's talking about. What it means is that Twitter, through an algorithm, has decided that Bryson's audience is particularly susceptible to receiving the porn ads. And I think we might all be able to suss out a reason why Twitter thinks that Bryson's audience is particularly susceptible to the porn ads. And that's why they're showing up in Bryson's feed, targeting Bryson's audience.
You're not helping anybody.
I call women whores a lot when we're having sex. I'm like a little whore. I say that all the time.
Biblical. Whores is biblical. The Bible
Very
explains to you what a whore is.
Oh, you're calling women all Mary Magdalene? Is that what you're doing? Oh, walk that back.
Is that true? Is Mary Magdalene a prostitute?
Tremendously Christ-like.
Okay, I know you don't understand the Bible at all, but let me ask you a question. Do you think
you don't
all
either,
the
because
photos
there's a Trinity in there, you know? I know your cult doesn't understand that there's a Trinity, but there's a Trinity.
Hey, Josie, do you believe every photo in that calendar was modest? Do you believe every calendar in that every photo in that calendar was modest?
Wasn't.
I believe mine was modest, and I believe that you didn't like that very much.
I didn't say anything personally about your photo outside the cross, but do you believe because you supporting the whole calendar? Can you admit that there are immodest pictures in that calendar? That's all I want from you.
Yes, of course there are. Mine's not one of them.
It's a beer calendar.
That's a fair answer. Bryson, they agree.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for admitting.
Then we can come together, Bryson.
Why did you need me to confirm that for you? I don't understand.
Because y'all have been like doing this capping all week. Can I ask you another question? Do you think a Christian imagery being in a collection of immodest photos, do you think
it's
that
in
is
her
righteous?
kitchen, Bryson?
I think that I'm responsible for me and you're responsible for you.
But you've been promoting the entire calendar. You've been trying to sell the entire calendar. Nobody is selling a Josie picture.
Of course I am. It goes to a wonderful cause. You know how? No, what,
No.
Bryson, I want to thank you because you are the calendar salesman of the year.
That's true.
True.
You have sold so many calendars for us.
Who's the grifter,
Yeah,
Alex?
so
Who is the grifter?
Well, I think we're all grifters trying to get paid, trying to get laid. I mean.
Oh, I made a ton of money off this. Yeah, but I didn't have to. I didn't have to punch down at Bryson to do it. I didn't have to punch down at Bryson.
I don't think.
Hold on.
All I had to do was exist in a pretty calendar.
Alex,
she's not wrong.
Josie tried to say that I support pedophilia because people that didn't even follow me posted pictures of her before she had plastic surgery or whatever that was.
You know that he doesn't support pedophilia.
I didn't have any plastic surgery. Are you kidding me? That's a
no,
plastic surgery.
Josie's hot. No, she doesn't have any plastic surgery.
I've never had any plastic
very Christ-like.
If I had plastic surgery, my eyes would be upturned. They're not. They're downturned.
Excuse me.
So you can stop lying about that.
I didn't lie. I said or whatever that was.
Little trigger.
Plastic surgery.
Let's try to
wait. Little woman.
Let's not do personal
attacks. As a Catholic, why are you promoting a calendar with the modest photos and allowing a Christian imagery to be a part of?
The Pope has transgenders for lunch, though, Bryson. So
hang on. Hang on. We got 10 more minutes of arguing, but Rottweiler has interrupted us by sending in a super chat, but I appreciate it, Rottweiler. I'm sorry, the porn talk says more about the poor impulse control from the pearl-clutching sanctimonious chuckle fucks projecting on everyone else. True. Absolutely. Thank you.
Beautiful picture. I have no issue promoting this.
According to the
She's
Pope,
beautiful.
but
She's
you
not
are-
on my page. She's not
But
on
you
my
already
month.
admitted.
Riley's
but
not
you
on my
already
month.
admitted.
Oh, Kim.
You already
Look at that.
admitted
You think
that-
Kim looks slutty? Or,
You already
yep,
admitted
look
that
at
there are
this.
immodest photos.
So
Josie, as a Catholic,
so-
why are you promoting a calendar with
So
those
you
things
have,
in it?
so you have
and-
ads that are immodest. Bryson, you have ads that are immodest all over your page. I've been sent them numerous times. Just everybody's just sending me these
You
ads
can't-
with porn on your page. But would you say
once-
that
once again,
you are
you're
less of
just
a
slow.
person because of the? I'm talking. Would you say that you're less of a person because you have the immodest ads on your page, or did that just happen to be there at the same time as
It
you're
happened.
talking on your page?
Again,
Right?
Once
So-
again, you
so
don't.
you're-
the ads are on Bryson Gray's page because Bryson Gray's audience is likely to click on them. That's how this works.
how
You're on
ads
your
work,
page,
which is
and there's
fine.
also
Which
I
is-
scroll down,
which
I
is
see
fine.
something about Christ on your page, and then
Jo-
the
Josie.
picture that I was sent has a
Josie.
picture of you talking, and then it
Josie.
has waifu.
Josie,
So-
you are actively
Yes.
promoting a calendar with photos that you already admitted is immodest. Included in these photos, you claim to be a Catholic. Including in these
So let's
photos, you
talk
have a
about the
picture
Bible.
with
You can still be
Christian
a
images.
Catholic, but
Do
Bryson,
you
There are
think?
prostitutes
okay,
in
let
the
me just
Bible.
say
Bryson
this.
is acting
Do you-
so Christ-like.
There
do
are
you think-
prostitutes
do
in the
you-
Bible. If you promote
you-
the Bible, are you promoting immodest immaterial because there are prostitutes in the Bible?
The Bible talks down on whores.
And I
No,
talk up
not
about
always.
them.
Jesus
Mary
actually
Magdalene
was
a
rather
very
fond of
important
one of
job,
those
didn't it?
whores. Yeah.
It
Mary
never
Magdalene had a really
condoned her
important
being
job.
a whore ever.
Yeah,
The
she
Bible
had a
never
very, very
condoned
important job. So she wasn't talked down upon. So there's
Yep.
whores in the
Whores
Bible,
are talked down
and then
upon in the
you
Bible.
love the Bible. So are you
No, no.
immodest for
Harlots-
participating in a
harlots-
Bible and talking about Jesus that also has whores in it?
I promote the
Okay,
Bible
walk that
because
back.
it talks
Okay.
down on harlots. Have you
It has
talked
Mary
down on the
Magdalene
immodest
raised
photos?
up on a platform, given a very important job.
Hey Josie, I will
Okay,
pay you to
you-
find me a Bible scripture that is condoning the harlotry of Mary Mag. The
And
harlotry
why
of
would
Mary
it give her
Magdalene.
a
don't
very
want
important
your money.
job?
I don't want your money.
Okay, all right, guys.
I know
Hey,
you've
let
already
me cut
grifted
you guys
enough.
off. It looks like we're not going to come to agreement. I really would like to
No.
mend the fences. I would like to
No.
fix this. I think we can. I know that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but we've done crazier stuff, guys. And I'm telling you, I don't think Bryson, this is one thing I'd like to get out there. Bryson now has attacked you a little bit, which I didn't expect. I don't think he originally intended to attack you.
It's almost
Josie,
like
and I know
he's
it felt
acted
like that way because I've
unchristlike.
been attacked online. But I do think that even if you did something immodest, Bryson might have judged you. I don't think that he would personally dislike you. And I get that you're mad at his audience just doing the weird pictures of you. I don't think that you hate Bryson either. I think what we're arguing about is something that we could fix. Is that
I
crazy?
don't like the way you're wording, Alex. I don't like the way you're wording this because you've missed on multiple times. She has lied on Twitter.
I didn't know. I don't know if she's lied. I'm just saying.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me finish. I haven't lied
I'm
once. I
gonna
haven't
log
sold
out now.
anything.
Oh,
I haven't
God.
sold
Good for
anything
her.
this entire
Yes!
Jimmy, you
I
in.
won. I won. I keep
Yes,
winning,
Josie.
Bryson. I'm
You
champion. I know when to
lost.
stop.
Josie,
You
I
don't
love
know
you.
when
This
to
is a
stop.
producer. I'm
Josie, we
sorry.
love you.
Keep
This
punching
is
Lost
Jimmy.
again,
You're
Josie.
fired.
I know,
I'm
Josie, I love you. I
It
think
was
you're
nice
beautiful.
to talk to you. Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm
I
fired
agreed
now.
to this, so thank you,
Gosh.
Alex.
Josie
Jimmy, you
lost again.
freaking idiot, Jimmy.
That's why she
All right,
ran.
Show me and Bryson. All right, Bryson. Thank you for coming on, dude. That was crazy, dude. Can we mend the fences? Can you just say you like Josie and you want to be friends with her?
No, I liked her at first, but she's a liar, and
Good, Sin.
that's just what she is.
Do it.
I'm throwing my shoe at the freaking camera like George
Wait.
Bush.
Wait, but
Obviously.
Alex, I'm not saying she's lying. Like, I'm not upset. Nobody has ever, like, I haven't been upset throughout this whole entire thing. But I mean, she's lied multiple times. She tried to attempt to say that I support pedophilia. She said grifting, but can't show where I grifted. And then she bragged about selling a calendar after she claimed I was a grifter. And then on multiple occasions, she has lied about people that attacked her from my fan base. They didn't even follow me. She blocked me and continued talking about me. Now, I want you to do something. In the last 3 days outside of today, show me how many times I've talked about her on my Twitter. You won't see much because
I
when
didn't
somebody
see
blocked
much.
me,
No, I had
I
to
don't-
cut you off. I couldn't find much of you talking bad about Josie. I couldn't find anything.
Thank you so much. But how many times have you talked about me since she blocked me? You see, this is the difference between somebody that is honest and genuine versus somebody that just want clout and want to get the sympathy clout that she's getting.
The
And I
ironclad
don't
law
mind being
of
hated. So
grifter
if people
projection.
feel bad for a little woman, they can do it.
All right, Bryson, man, you got me in so much trouble tonight, but you're the man. Keep it up. I know. And listen, I respect you for staying true to your values, even if they don't agree with
Alex
everybody
Stein is
else.
too nice.
You even Kanye West, you'll speak out against. So it shows that you are, of a moral, sound mind and body. So I appreciate that. All right, thanks, Bryson. Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jimmy, you idiot.
I guess I don't want to listen to Alex Stein yelling at his producer anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I still think that Bryson is a grifter. I think that Josie handled that pretty well, although she got a little triggered. She could have turned down the triggering just a bit. Oh yeah, Lauren Witzke is going to be obviously a ridiculous cunt in this entire situation. Lauren Witzke doesn't know any other way to be. All right. On that note, that's all I have. That's all I have. And I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Take care, guys. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you soon. Bye.